Hey everybody, sorry for the space in between videos here. I'm just gonna say depression sucks. Everything about it sucks. It's not fun, whether it's you or somebody else. It is a pain to deal with, and it has kind of hit me this week. Honestly, I've had a really hard time staying motivated. I have no energy. I'm just like meh about everything. And I'm really trying hard not to let it affect me, but I don't know. It's just been a hard week for me. But I know I've talked a lot about anxiety and my story and background a little bit, but I haven't really touched on depression yet. So I figured this would be a good time to do so since I am currently experiencing depression. I have been diagnosed with major depression, which is clinical depression, but it's on the more severe side. Um, it kind of comes and goes year round. I know with some depression disorders, it's just during the winter time when there's not as much sun. I don't know. There's so many different kinds of depression. It's really hard to go into all that detail, but for me personally, it's major depression, and I know a lot of people who are struggling with depression right now. And I don't know, I guess to those who are currently struggling, I feel you. I am in that same boat. I am trying to stay afloat. It's not easy in any way, shape, or form, whether you have a family, kids, you're students, you work a job. It doesn't matter what your lifestyle is. Depression is sneaky. It is deceiving. It can come out of nowhere, and you don't know how long it's going to last, and it really sucks. So, you're not alone in that struggle. There's me, and there's hundreds of others. And I guess this weekend, because today's Sunday, this weekend, since Isaac hasn't been working, he's been trying to get me out of the house. Yesterday, we kind of went on like a family trip to a few different stores. We have a vacation coming up in April that we're excited about. I know I don't seem very excited right now, but that's just the depression talking. I am excited. Um, it is kind of a struggle to find a swimsuit 6 months after having a baby. I will say that. It's been very difficult. That may be contributing a little bit to my down mood, but there's a bunch of other factors. That's not the only factor. But I don't know. I'm not talking about my depression and stuff by any means, just so everybody knows it's not for sympathy or anything like that. It's just to support others who are struggling with it. And I don't know, encourage myself and others that they're not alone. And yes, it does suck, and it affects every aspect of your life. It's not fun, and it comes and goes, but don't give in. It will get better. But there are a few things that you can do to try and pull yourself out of it a little bit, so to speak. Not that you can necessarily snap out of it, it's not like magic, but some things that kind of help me with my mood is to exercise, um, go walk around places. I love being outdoors. Sometimes it is shopping, but I will say that um, I had a really hard time earlier on in life with the shopping because whenever I was depressed or was upset or anything, that was my go to. And I ended up getting myself in a lot of trouble with that to the point where I didn't have a bank account. I literally lived paycheck to paycheck, and I spent everything I had every time. I basically had a shopping addiction, and it was because that was the only way I knew how to cope with my feelings. So, definitely be careful with what you use. during your time of feeling low or sad. Especially if you have an addictive personality, don't rely on alcohol and that kind of stuff. That will just create more problems for you than anything. Trust me. Another thing that kind of helps me, which you think would kind of be the opposite, but I listen to angry music. I don't know, sometimes it just feels good to hear on the outside what it is I'm feeling on the inside, if that makes sense. So there are some bands or some songs that I listen to that are more along rock or metal, a lot heavier, but I don't know, it just kind of helps me feel a little bit better. I don't know. Honestly, there's not a whole lot that truly really helped me. Mostly it's just time and having a good support system, whether that's therapy, medication, friends and family that understand. Definitely having a boyfriend or girlfriend or a spouse that understands the disorder is extremely helpful. I have been in relationships in the past, unfortunately, that, they kind of made me feel dumb or like it was all in my head and I just needed to get over it, basically. That was not healthy and only pushed me down deeper into that dark hole I found myself in. So I will say having a supportive person is extremely, extremely important and helpful. And even if you're not in a relationship, it doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be a brother or a sister or an aunt or, it could be whomever. But to have at least one person who understands it and can support you through that is very, very important. So, if you don't have that person, I'm always available. Like family, friends, whomever. You need to have somebody in your corner. And again, the reason why I'm making these videos is to help those who are struggling with these things, because they're not easy, and therapy and counseling and stuff like that is really hard to get sometimes, especially if they don't have a lot of availability or if you don't have insurance that covers it, or, there's so many different factors that can keep you from getting the help that you need. And so whether you are or aren't getting the help that you need, hopefully, you find these videos encouraging and maybe, a little supporting through whatever it is that you're dealing with. And, I want you guys to feel comfortable talking to me about that stuff and know that, I share in that pain. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but a good kind of crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, kind of tired, and I'm sorry I don't really have as much oomph as I do in some of the other videos. But it will get better. I'll try not to go so long without posting a video next time. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this stuff, and feel free to share it with friends or family or, that are struggling too, or I don't know. If you know somebody who struggles, maybe reach out to them. Maybe you could be their person. So, love you all. Have a good week, and I will post again soon. Bye.